What's up? Yesterday I made this listicle here for my product, the melatonin gummies that I'm going to sell with Google Ads more or less. However, for my Facebook ads, I was actually planning on making an advertorial too, right? Because basically I want to kind of get into this really deep funnel things because, that's one of the unique mechanisms that you can have, one of the differentiating factors, because to be fair, this product is pretty tapped, right? We already know we have a lot of competition with this product. And so we want to have a lot higher AOV. We want to get better customers, people who come back and buy again. And the best way to do that is to disqualify low quality customers with a pre-sales page. Okay. That is what I love to do. Now for Google Ads, pretty much I did this listicle, just, quickly the context behind it. The reason I did that was that, obviously if you have, some unaware problem or a keyword on Google, for example, I can't sleep, right? So if someone is emotional and they can't sleep, they're looking for solutions. They're not immediately looking to buy a product. They just look for solutions for that problem. Now, if you have something which looks like a blog post, essentially, right? This is kind of like this is just a listicle with all the solutions possibly, basically all the possibilities listed out in front of them. Then it makes a lot more sense and it warms them up more or less. And so this is the reason why oftentimes you get on Google Ads like super cheap clicks but barely any conversions, just because the people are too cold, right? They're too unaware to actually buy. Now, if you send them to something like this first, it actually warms them up, and you see there's two call to actions here. So once you send them from this to the actual product page, they're going to be much more warmed up. Of course, it disqualifies a bunch of people, but essentially it just warms most people up. It basically there's more intent if someone actually clicks through, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Now, the exact same thing is possible with an advertorial too. This is a listicle what we made yesterday. With Facebook, I want to make an advertorial which kind of looks more or less like a blog post actually written by someone, and that's the point. Okay, that's what I'm trying to kind of make today. Basically what I have prepared here, just to kind of give you a little more context, what I'm going to be starting with is I'm going to be actually first of all writing it with you guys with Claude, and already have this prompted here, right? So I'm an e-com brand owner selling the melatonin gummies. I've already conducted lots of very deep research and need you to be my expert copywriter. I'm going to have you do a brief summary of each of these documents to jog your memory about everything we've learned so far. Please analyze each doc attached and let me know your thoughts. All right, so I gave it the offer document, the customer avatar that we made, right? We have the necessary beliefs, all the 30-40 pages I believe of deep research about the product, about the niche, about competitors. So we have a lot of research, and we just want to kind of with this first prompt get Claude and actually tell it what it's about. Now after that, we're going to actually go ahead and give it 2 more prompts, right? So the first one's going to be great job so far. Next, we'll be working on an advertorial, a pre-sales page aimed at warming up potential customers before they're introduced to the main product offer. I'm going to share 2 examples from indirect competitors who have a strong success with their advertorials. Please review them carefully and share your analysis and insights. So I opened up 2 different advertorials here, one of them from Patlab Co. and the other one from this brand right here. Basically, this one's pretty cool because it already is more or less like a in the sleep niche. So but this one, basically both of these are very, very classic advertorials. So essentially just taking people from awareness stage to awareness stage, warming them up, and then at the very end having a bunch of social proof at the very end, dropping the offer, dropping the price. That is kind of how advertorials are usually structured. But what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to actually start with just writing it. Okay, so we're going to hit enter on this prompt and then see what Claude gives us so far. All right, and then we're going to actually start writing it ourselves. Now, while this is doing its thing, you can already kind of download these pages, these advertorials as a URL. So Web2PDF is a pretty cool website to do that. Basically what what's able to do is just kind of take all this all the text that's here and just basically summarize it or just convert a page, a specific website, right, into a PDF. And we're going to do that for both of these so that we have 2 different PDFs, actually, not only URLs. That's kind of the point of everything. So I have this one now. I'm going to do the Patlab Co 1-2. Boom. All right, let's see. And then convert. Let's see. Let's check on Claude what it's doing. Okay, cool. So Claude actually did it now. No, it's still doing it. All right. Not that experienced with Claude. I've used ChatGPT most of the times, but I'm just want to give Claude a shot because a lot of people say that it's better at copywriting. So we'll just figure it out. We'll just find out if it's better or not. Now we have now we have these 2 here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this prompt right here. And then, okay, so summary of research documents, thanks for sharing your thoughts in the research documents, fundamental belief statements, boom, okay, cool. Product positioning and messaging framework, we have the unique mechanism here. Inconsistent dosages disrupting natural sleep cycles, pretty cool. Yeah, it's already, you know, we gave it the document, we did the research yesterday when I kind of wrote the listicle, because that was, you know, the first step, but usually I can skip this now because I already have the research, right? So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna be giving it both of these documents. So let me just quickly take that to my desktop first. So right here, boom, let me just close this. And then I'm going to be uploading these to Claude. All right. Now let's take a look. Hold on. Let me just boom, boom. See how long it takes to upload these, because I don't know what it's doing right now. But yeah, the research summary so far is pretty interesting. I'm gonna just see what I can do when whenever these files are uploaded. And then the last prompt, just to kind of walk you through the process, is going to be, now I'd like you to rewrite this advertorial using all the available information about the melatonin gummies. Please focus especially on the I can fall asleep angle, as I want that to be my core message. For now, just write the first half of the advertorial. Once I review and approve it, I'll let you know when to move on to the second half. Go ahead and begin. Okay, so that's just the process to do that. Now we have these both uploaded. Cool. Let's hit enter, and then let's actually see what Claude is able to give me here. And then I'm going to tell it, hold on, what's going on? Try attaching fewer, smaller files. 1 out of 2. Boom. Let's just give it the first one, maybe. And then the other one, I'm going to just give it in a different, separate. All right, cool. It's looking good. I didn't know that, you couldn't attach multiple PDFs, and then like that Claude is really this strict with too long kind of outputs. So that's interesting to see. But yeah. I have all these things here. We can quickly go through. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, strong testimonial headline, problem focused opening, authority building, solution introducing, pain point amplification, persuasive elements. Let's see them. Product mechanism explanation, benefit oriented feature list, powerful testimonial, urgency and scarcity, all these things. Cool. Now, let us do the second thing here, right? So I'm just going to copy the prompt once again, boom, and then give it the other PDF that I haven't given it yet, and then we're gonna see what Claude is actually able to summarize here. And then after that, I'm just gonna be writing it, and then I'm just gonna be actually doing the things on the on gem pages, right? So I'm using gem pages, by the way, to do that. Let's hit enter on this one. Damn. Okay. Well, interesting. I mean, how big is this file here? It's 13 pages long. We could, how do I delete pages of a like a specific, maybe here? What if I wanted to do only, how do I delete specific pages of like a PDF file? That's a good question. All right, doesn't matter. We have one in there. I really want to give it the other one though. I really want to do that. Is it? Which one is that? How do I get rid of some of these pages? Delete pages PDF. Let's do that with this, whatever this is, bro. Come on. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of these last couple things here. Let's just do the first 5 actually. Or hold on, do I have to select? Which ones do I select? Oh, no, okay. Delete pages, save. Awesome. Now, cool. So let me actually now click done, download it, bro. All right, perfect. There we go. Let's give Chat GPT, Claude this one now. Hold on, let me just put that down there. No, this browser. And then let's do 2 out of 2, and then let's give it the smaller PDF document. Let's take a look if that works now. All right, looks good. Cool. So Claude is so far really doing what it's supposed to. I'm actually excited about the copy that it's gonna write, because I've usually really used like ChatGPT 4.5 for pretty much most of the copy recently that I've written, but or just wrote it myself. But let's just see if it actually is able to give really good copies. So now we have everything in there, and now that Claude knows what exactly to do, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it this prompt. Excellent. Now I'd like you to rewrite this advertorial, and now let's see what Claude actually gives us. All right, I'm excited. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I'll use the learnings from both advertorial examples. Perfect. Awesome. Persuasive strategies while applying the information from earlier research documents about the melatonin gummies. Awesome. Perfect. Crap. Okay. Open letter to anyone who can't sleep. Sleep specialist reveals the truth why you can't sleep, and the scientifically proven solution actually works. Dude, I love that. I spent the last 12 years specializing in sleep disorders in one of the country's leading sleep centers. Love it. Cool. I think this is going to be pretty good. I think this is going to be really good. Let's see though. The hidden signs your sleep is damaged. The breakthrough discovery. Okay, we're getting into the solution. All right. A state where your brain naturally. Okay. Great job. Go ahead and write the second half. Your text message. What? Try shortening your message or starting a new conversation. Until the output length is maxed out. Let me know if you complete, or I'll have to enter another prompt to continue. Bro, what? There's no way. Length limit. Bro, what length limit? How did I say this? Two-thirds, bro. Bro, there's no way. How long would you make it? Your what? This has got to be like a. Oh, let me just put this so far, what I have, right? Let me just put all of this in a Google Doc. Okay? Let me just put the first half into a document. And then we're going to do boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. It's already pretty long, though, so that's interesting. But I don't get why Claude is actually not letting me finish it. Finish it. Come on, man. Bro. All right. Let me start a new chat, actually. This is the first half of my advertorial for my brand melatonin gummies. Boom. Also, I attached all the research documents I've made. Please analyze it and let me know your thoughts. Oh, hold on. I haven't attached anything. Damn. Wait, let me do it once again. All right, PDFs, and there we go. Claude. All right, let's see if that works now or not. Your document upload failed. Which one is that? Oh my God, dude. I think it's the biggest one. I think it's the research. Come on, bro. Come on, Claude. Don't do me like that. Okay. What I'm going to be doing actually is just telling it to finish it here. Cool. Now that you have the first half, finish it. Come on. Yeah, perfect. All right. This looks really promising. We have, we're going to obviously change up the offer and everything that it says here. But yeah, we have a couple call to action in the most aware section right here. So this looks really good. Let me just go ahead and paste this in here as well. And then we have our advertorial. Let's go through it real quick. Open letter, okay. Let me just see the second half. The science behind our breakthrough formula. Then we have real results from real people. Is comma right for you? Hold on. What is the thing before it? The breakthrough discovery that changed everything. I don't want to make this long. Like this science behind it. No one really cares. No one really cares. So let me do this. And then, all right, bet. Cool. Looks really good, actually. And now, the only job that's left is actually to start making it and executing it IRL on Shopify. Which template I'm actually going to take? I'm not going to lie. What is this? Personal story. Is this? No, it's not really. It's not really a personal story. No. Advertorial founder story. Breaking news. Let's do breaking news. I like this one because it has this call to action on the right. So there's a lot we can. I'm gonna do this one actually, the founder story template, and then we're gonna just put the stuff in there, change up the pictures and everything, and then do it like that. All right, awesome. So let's take this headline, and now we're just gonna copy paste things over here, right? So this is not gonna be the highest leverage work that I've ever done. However, still pretty cool. So what is this? With most of the, where's the, yeah, this is weird. Oh, thought this was going to be a logo, but I'm just going to say my brand name for now. Okay, check availability is okay. Got it. The doctor's thing, like the little badge which says like who wrote it. I don't see it. I don't really know how to add that now. I'm just going to honestly just write without that for now. Or how am I going to make this? Because this is like, yeah. I'll probably need to delete like most of this stuff. And then really do it like from scratch, more or less. So let's do like or maybe like a different template. No. Because I have all the sections that I need here pretty much. Yeah. All right, so let me just get rid of like most of these things here. I'm just going to get rid of the whole section and then do it from scratch. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Perfect. So, and then this too, I want to have like my logo in there. So, let's do image. And then, oh God, why is it so big? Let's make the background color like we could make it black like this. Yeah, I think black is good. I think that will do. Hold on, where do I have the logo? That's the question. Which one is the logo? This one, the 4. Okay. Number 4. Let's drag it in there. Oh my God. Cool. And then let's make this slightly smaller. So let's do this. Cool. That looks good. Open letter to anyone who can't sleep. How do I add in different things here? So I want to go ahead and add in so this is where I'm at right now. Need to kind of get used to it. Yeah, gem pages a little bit, because yesterday with the listicle, I was just like copy pasting. I literally did nothing else than that. But yeah, that's weird. Let me just get rid of all these things here. Recommended, boom. Let's do, yeah. Yeah, perfect. I'm just gonna do, yeah, a little badge. That would be pretty cool too, actually. Or, I mean, hold on, no. Not like this. Boom. I think this is one of the pictures that we made yesterday. No. Because the background is like a little bit gray here, so it will look weird. No, it actually looks really good. It actually looks really good. Let me just quickly preview how it would look technically once it's done. But I like this like little check availability on the right side of this whole thing here. I like that. And then, okay, no, this is gonna look pretty decent, I think. Yeah. So how do I add in? Oh, okay, like this. All right. So the next thing is this little doctor thing. So I'm gonna do templates, and then where's the doctor thing? I mean, not really social proof. Yeah, that's weird. I'm not 100% sure where that is. Let me see, like doctor or whatever, or like author. Let me just scroll through all of this, and then I'll see if I can copy it from somewhere else. But I kind of need to get used to like this whole thing here. Alright, so my camera just died, but I actually finished up the whole advertorial here. As you can see, I put in a lot of pictures and generated them with ChatGPT here. Obviously the last one having a guarantee, and then getting more and more aware. This is like about sleep deprivation. This is the problem here. And now we have the solution, kind of basically with the pictures too, and then like most aware. Just the same structure, like essentially the text too, as you can see here. So it's like it kind of starts with the headline and just like cycled through these images in the middle. On the right, we have this like sticky call to action with the button here. And yeah, this is what it looks like. All right. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this video, guys. I'm super sorry that like the video cut off here, but yeah, it's pretty much done. Go ahead and, you know, try this too. And if it works for you guys, then yeah, come back to this video, leave a like. But yeah, thank you so much for giving me your most important asset, which is your attention. And thank you so much for watching. I wish you a beautiful day.